All right, welcome back to lesson number 9. Hope everybody's having fun in the snow this week. I know the grandkids sure are. It snowed quite a bit here the last few days. So anyway, as promised, lesson number 9, we will be learning some chords. It's time to learn a few chords here so we can start having a bit more fun learning some simple tunes to play. So what we're going to learn here today is a D, an A, a G, and an E minor. So how this is basically is set up is like you're looking at the neck like this. This is the first fret, second fret, third fret, like this. As it says here, first fret, second, and third. And here, all these lines down are the names of the strings open, which is E, A, D, G, B, and E. So it's pretty simple. And I'll explain how to play the chords right now. So let's start with a D major chord. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your second finger on the first string, second fret, using your middle finger. Then you're going to press on the second fret with your first finger on the third string. And then you're going to press on the third fret with your third finger here. And it's a D chord. And it should sound like this. And that's a D chord. Once again, it's second, third, second on the third string. And there's a D chord for you. So, and there's the diagram how it shows it. On the second fret, first string, second fret on the G string, and the B is on the third fret. So the best way to do it is use your first finger up on your G string for the second, your next finger on the second on the first string, and then the third finger on the third fret of the B string. And it should sound something like this. Now, if it sounds like this, you're not playing it hard enough. You're not playing it cleanly and clearly. Because remember what I said in the first few lessons. Just take your time, press it down, and run down the pick down the strings. And you should be able to hear every note of that chord clearly. You don't want that. You want this. All right. So that's the D chord. Now let's move on to the A chord here. And this one's actually pretty simple because all the notes are on the second fret, second string, third string, and fourth string, all on the second fret. And it's 3. And what you do is you take all 3 fingers like this. You use your first finger on the top, on the fourth string, your next finger on the second fret, and then the third one on the second fret. So it's like, that's an A chord. And that's how it should sound. So that's an A. And take your time. Make sure you get all those notes nice and clean. And it'll bug your fingers a bit, but like I said before earlier, that you'll develop calluses and you will get used to it, trust me, and it'll get easier and easier as we go. Okay, the next chord is the G chord. This one's a little bit more of a stretch, but you'll get used to it again. So you're going to press the third fret on the 6th string. You're going to press the second fret on the A string, and you're going to press the third fret on the bottom E string. So then what you use is your pinky on the bottom. Then you use your third finger on the third fret of the E string and the second finger on the A string. So your G should sound like this. And make sure every note is clean. As long as it takes. This isn't a race. So you're going to just take your time and make sure your chords are nice and clean and clear, because that's the name of the game. Because if they sound like, it's not going to be any good, because it's not going to sound good, and you're not going to enjoy that. This is more enjoyable when you have the music sounding as it should, with every note nice and clean and clear. Okay, that's the G. Next, we move on to the E minor chord. This one's not too bad. It's pretty easy. It's just 2 notes. You're going to hit the second fret on the A string and second fret on the D string. That's it. And the rest are open. So what I use is the middle finger on the top one, on the A string, and I use the third finger on the D string, and it should sound like this. And that's called an E minor. It's a beautiful chord. Now, once we learn these chords and start getting used to them, because that's what we are going to do for this lesson, is you're going to play the D, the A, the G, and the E minor, and get those chords nice and clean, because there's so many songs I can show you guys with just these simple chords. And that's the thing. So now that you see where they're at, you're going to practice the chords to get them nice and clean, and then, like I promised you, I'll show you some songs that are using this key and these chords, and then you'll be able to start enjoying playing music a little more with chording. Okay, the next thing I thought I would teach you guys today is something that's kind of a little bit different, but it's fun to play. It's what you're using is the two top strings in this diagram right here. You're going to press on the 2nd fret on the A string and then the 4th fret on the A string. And it goes like this, and you've probably heard this before. So slowly it goes like this. You go. So 2 on each. So you're going. Top E string is open, pressing on the 2nd on the A string. And then using your pinky on the 4th string, you're using your pinky on the 4th fret of the A string. So it should sound like this. Think of kind of like a horse riding along. It's kind of like that.